EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium.
Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Looking to throw, Young. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Okay, ready?
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Young.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers. They'll take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 right at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
A first carry for Rachaad White.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And now here's a carry heading left. Muscling free near the 40. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle. The Panthers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And now White lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Down. Smith, red. Yellow, lining. Yellow, go. Hut, go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, they'll run it here. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
Brings up third and 4.
Got it?
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. James Cook, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to stretch out their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Point after, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
This now a 3rd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Panthers 14, Buccaneers 3.
2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
On the jump. Big Lion. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for a 1st, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Amon-Ra St. Brown, 48 yards. And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth 1st half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Young. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Okay, right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the ball.
Young quickly to the flat.
down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And he'll get this awfully close to a 1st down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. Running for it, here's Cook. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
James Cook
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And then full incomplete.
Well, they gave up the points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. It gets them a little over half of what they need, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
It's 4th down.
4th down, Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And roll the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart, yeah, even for a talent. And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
43 rail, green jack.
They'll try to throw now. Young eluding the pressure right. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now here's Young. And that is incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And I think the ball's out. And the Panthers have recovered. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time. And now it's 1st and 10. Would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it. They got it.
So much for defense in this situation, because the natural play there is you go into what we call safe, meaning you don't really rush on that one. You almost concede. If they want to kick a long one like that and make it, so be it. You just don't give up the fake. Yet, they did anyway. Poor execution on the defensive side.
This is 2nd and 8.
Ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Red, cycle. Red, yellow. Ready?
Young on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
He's on his way.
And he's giving his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
Ready?
Final play of the half, Young.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he's going to be brought down back in his own 6-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Ready.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Speedo blue. Drill green. Smash red. Hut.
Young to throw it. On the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he fields it cleanly. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hey, Crash.
2nd and 5. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a 1st down.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hot 70, hot 70.
Here's the option. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
60
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Kirby Joseph there to drop it.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Down. Hey, go period. Ready.
Throwing, Young. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hey. Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And they run the option on 2nd down. First by him near the 35. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way. So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
First down, Buccaneers.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
2nd and 11. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
On the set.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Come on, set.
2nd down and 3. Slot man moves right.
Ready?
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Powering his way forward. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 36-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
On the ready?
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide.
Complete to number 13. A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will stay put at 17. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he returns it in enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
He'll try again. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On the ball. Ready?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. The Panthers on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Here we go.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Ready up.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Quickly completed to the right flat. 6 yards the pick up, and that's a first down. The Young keeps it, moving right. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On second down, they'll run it here. Down to about the 22 here. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Young quickly to the flat.
And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
Young's going to take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Here we go, set.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much too.
So for Carolina, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go!